5. Hello, everybody. It is 20 past 5 on this absolutely beautiful Tuesday afternoon in London. I would love to show you outside, but then you won't see me because it's so bright outside. There's this big yellow thing in the sky, and I don't know what it is. Yeah, Rosa's got some. So, you know the usual. I am here today with my gorgeous business partners, Rosa in Ireland and Kamitra in Canada. And today we have I promise you, we have an interesting one for you today. So, clocks changed at the weekend and we lost an hour. Clocks changed in Canada by Kamitra 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago you lost an hour, but we only just lost the hour. And now we're wondering, so like there's only 24 hours in the day. How exactly do we do our online business, and we're used to it. But there are other people who do their online business as a side hustle and they do that as well as a job. How exactly do they fit that as well as a job onto their plate? What do you think they do? Now, I think they clone themselves. They must do. They must do. There's no other way, right?
I think that the time thing is a perception only. Everybody has the same 24 hours, and it's how you perceive your timing. If you always say, I don't have time, definitely that's your through, and you will not have time. You don't see the way to add something else to your already busy schedule because you already feel yourself that you don't have time. And to be honest, I learned something very interesting that says, have you heard like this common concept of time management? That's BS, because there's no such a thing. There's no such a thing. It's
Okay, hold on. Are you trying to challenge everything we know here?
because there's no time management. That the time is always gonna be the same 24 hours. What you do is manage your activities, so become more efficient. Because if there is people out there doing so many things and they are being able to control also the level of their stress, because to be honest, to have a busy schedule and manage to have a normal grind, I mean, go to an office job, and then aside that you have something else that is working parallel to your life, and then you have a family, you have kids. Oh my god, certainly your life is gonna be like a really like a fast pace. And yes, and then you still see those kind of people, like they are like a with a level of stress like low, like be able to control it. So how these people do, why they can and why we cannot. So it's like how you manage your activity. I think that's the stone in the shoe, like be able to manage, be more efficient. Yeah.
But it's also tied into how badly do you want it, right?
Oh.
If you want it bad enough, then you will make the time. But if you're looking for excuses, oh yeah, no, then you will always be busy, right? So it's at the end of the day, it's how badly do you want it? And that's anything, right? That's climbing the corporate ladder, that's helping your kids, that's as in spending time with your kids with homework, things like that. It's how badly do you want to do whatever it is, right? Not only for a side hustle, but anything.
Yeah, it's just we like to somehow conveniently apply certain concepts to certain parts of our lives, don't we? And we like to say, oh, well, that only works here, but that doesn't work there. But I can tell you, there are lots of people who say they're not morning people. But let me tell you, when I have to get up and get Sophie to school and go to a job, it doesn't matter whether I'm a morning person or not. I'm up and I'm out and I'm going. Exactly. You have to do it. So it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. You do what you know you have to do, because I had bills to pay. I had things to get done. I didn't have a choice. I couldn't call into work and say, actually, do you know what? I'm not a morning person. See you at 2:00 in the afternoon, because that's just how I roll. You have to make it happen, and that's just one job or one aspect. Like we know people who work multiple jobs and still have to do all the other things that they do. You still have to run a family, still have to run all the other things they do. I mean, it's a little bit easier now because now we're just out of lockdown here. Not quite, just a little bit, but so there's less socializing now, but still people do 3 jobs, 2 jobs, and still have to look after a family because you have to do it. They have to get money to pay the bills. So every time somebody tells me I don't have time to do something, it really is, well, you're telling me you want to do it, but you really haven't made the time.
I think that, as Kamitra says, that as long as you want it, you become more creative how you want to arrange these activities in order to make it happen. I think that you will find the way to do it when you made a committed decision that you wanted, and then you will make it.
Yeah, and one of the ways to actually get it done, or something that we all have in common and thousands of people like us who have in common, is we have chosen a smarter way to do it by plugging into automation. Now, we could only speak about our system. I'm sure there are other stuff out there, but this is why this works for so many people. The 3 of us, yes, we have something in common where we're doing this full time, but that's because you see us doing this full time, right? But we have thousands of people who have started this with 3 part-time jobs, and they have left all. We have so many stay-at-home moms who are very, very busy. Rosa is a stay-at-home mom. Exactly, yeah, and she's really busy. Anyone who has kids would understand what that is about, always running after somebody, pickups, drops, homeschooling, all those things. But this system works perfectly because it's built on automation. So maybe we could discuss a little bit what automation really is pertaining to our system.
So it is exactly what you think it is, running by itself. It's not, there's no magic around it. Running by itself, and you know what automation is. You've experienced automation before. How many times has something broken and you're so annoyed, you go online and you send the company an email at 12 o'clock in the night, and you get a response saying, "Oh, hello, we received your email. We'll get back to you in 24 hours." That's not somebody sitting there going, "Oh, I'm waiting for Shivani to email." That's automation.
I would say that it's like having a business, but having your personal assistant to do all the dirty activities that takes a lot of time, that they are easy, but takes a lot of time. So we don't have time to deal with small, tiny things that if a system can do it, if the robots can do it, we rely on that. And nowadays, technology makes things easier for everyone, since from making your grocery shop to ordering cakes, ordering food. There is such
everything.
Learn anything from the internet, learn how to play instrument. Everything is going online, and we make the shift no longer go to a system like that. So what we do is plug into these ready-made business system and do something aside that is helping us.
Yeah. Now we talk about automation, and it makes it sound, oh my God, okay, so I could just plug in and that's it. That's not it, right? As in, like anything else, you do have to commit time, but we now help you commit less time. We also help you commit time in the manner which you have. So therefore, it's instead of for your boss, you have to go to their schedule. This business works around your schedule. So therefore, those people who work 3 part-time jobs, the only time they ever had is 2 or 3 in the morning, and that little gap, and they still chose to get 1 hour lack of sleep because they wanted this so badly. They wanted it so badly, where so many of them have now quit all 3 of the jobs. But they would have never been able to do that if they said, well, you know what, I already work in 3 jobs and I already tired and I only getting 2 hours sleep anyway. They made a choice, a committed decision to say, you know what, I don't care if I'm only getting 2 hours. I'm only going to get 1 hour now for the next few months because this is worth it, and this is something that can change my life.
But do you know why, Kamitra, they decided that this worth it to put the effort on, even though that they still have 3 jobs to do? It's because they saw the potential. Because if somebody that is already busy and tired, and they see this thing and they don't see a future, they don't see the potential, why bother with this?
Agreed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not worth it if you're not going to get anything out of it. But do you know the other thing that I think when you think of automation, you think there's no personal interaction and it's cold and it's automated and it's all robots. But that's not the case at all, because the whole thing is not automated. The parts of it are automated, and you still get to interact with live people. Hello, I'm alive. And although I want to feel like a robot sometimes, because, you know, I promise you I'm not a robot.
Yeah, the missing part, that which is the 10%, that's the most important. And it needs to have our own touch. That's the uniqueness of this business platform, that even though we are a user and there are thousands of people around the globe doing this, every single business is so unique, and we don't have to compete because we are unique and special. You two girls have your own skills and has your own thing that makes it unique. So that's the beauty, that I don't have to compete with anybody. And that's the secret, that because we don't need to compete, we really like to help each other. And this is the way that we rise, by lifting others. And I love that. And this is the secret of our system. And that's why we are so unique and amazing people. I cannot deny we are amazing people. But, you know, it doesn't matter how much we speak today, we talk to you, I mean, our sharing, you could have a different perception about this. So that's why we invite people every Tuesday and Thursday to come and join us live for you to see. And probably you might not resonate with us because the three of us are doing this full time, but probably you have 3 jobs, 2 jobs, and you will find people like that in our workshop, because every Tuesday and Thursday, people hop on there. They are different all the time, different background, different family circumstances, and probably you will resonate with somebody in there. So that's why you need to see it yourself.
And
today is
today is Tuesday, so there is a live session at 5 p.m.
I feel like we stay in this so many times, we just have it down now.
You know, when you touched on just now, you were saying, you know, everything is online, and you know, we're all unique and our business is unique, even though we're plugging into the same system. You know, my favorite analogy, coffee shop. You know, I can't go without saying what, you know, all the time people go to me, oh, well, it's online. Last year, everything went online, and now the market's crowded, and it's, you know, there's too many people on there. You can't do it. Let me tell you something. Do you think Starbucks says that when they decide to take over a corner shop? Do you think any of the other coffee places go, actually, there's already enough coffee in the world, I can't open another coffee shop? I think you'll find that is not the case. So, you know, there are so many times when you hear things and you're like, maybe you need to do some more research into that. And this is your opportunity to do some more research and check out some of the things we tell you. Come have a look. I mean, it's free. What have you got to lose? If you don't want to do this, that's fine. You could still go to your 9 to 5 tomorrow. Really? But if you do think, actually, do you know what? I might want to check something out. Then go to the top of our pages, learn more button, and literally learn more. Find out more. Do your due diligence. And if you're lucky,
and if you are watching from Instagram, that link to access is in the bio.
Link in bio.
Yeah.
But you know, nothing to lose. Check it out. If anything, you get to spend some time with us, and that in itself is worth it. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.